This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM.
Good morning. It's Thursday, May 2nd. It's 6:10, and here we go with another show.
Okay. You made a guest appearance at a lunch I had yesterday.
I did?
Yep. Because...
I didn't have lunch with you yesterday.
And yet you did. So...
Okay.
I uncharacteristically showed up a little early for a late lunch with a friend at a Japanese restaurant here in Portland, Yosaku. Love the place, know where it is, never knew how to pronounce it. But anyway, so I got there early and I thought, okay, well, I'll go to the bathroom because, get that over with. So I go to the bathroom, and I walk through the door. And if you want to follow along with pictures, they're online right now at 949HOM.com or the app. And I thought, what the hell is that? And I was looking at the toilet. Mm-hmm. It had it would look like a normal toilet, but then it had like this arm that looked like a giant remote attached to the toilet.
Oh.
Right.
A bidet.
A bidet. At a restaurant.
I like it already.
I've never, in my 58 years, seen that. Have you ever seen a bidet at a public restaurant?
Not,
no, ever, right? So
I think I want to go there just to use it. Did you use it?
So that's the question, isn't it? Did I use it? It looked so complicated, I thought for sure I was going to blow out my butt. I was like, nope, I'm not touching that.
Okay.
So but I was fascinated by it. So but I sat down on the seat.
Nope.
And I was like, oh my God. The seat was cushioned and warm. There was a heated seat. Heated. Not like somebody just got up. Heated. Like radiant flooring.
Not the guy that was sitting in there for 30 minutes.
So my friend, who you know, Emily. Mm-hmm. She shows up. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm late. I said, no, I don't care. Go to the bathroom. She goes, I do have to go to the bathroom. I said, go right now. I said, and I don't know if it's in both, so go to the one on the right. And she goes and comes back and is, of course, like, wow, did you use it? I said, no. Did you? No. She said, and it's a good point. She and I both agree that that's something, for a first timer, you don't want to have your first time at a restaurant.
Well, here's the
you need like a tutorial by yourself.
Here's what I assume, since the seat is heated, is that the water is warm as well.
Yeah,
unlike mine, it's whatever the temperature of the bowl is at home.
Okay, so we're sitting there and we're talking about this, and she's like, and I said, how about the heated seat? She goes, I hover. I said, stop it. Have a seat. It's worth it. Whatever disease you pick up. Don't even worry about it. So this is where you made a guest appearance at lunch. And she said, I've never used it. I said, I've never used it. And then I said, you know who's a big fan of the bidet? I said, it's a person you'd never think in a million years. And she looks at me, she says, please don't tell me it's Jeff. I said, it's Jeff. We're changing 5 calls. We're going with bidet today.
Bidet today.
Bidet today.
Welcome to Bidet Today.
I'd watch that.
In recent bidet news, there's a new restaurant in Portland that has a bidet.
It's not even a new restaurant.
I know,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I have, and I've been to this restaurant 1,000 times. Apparently, I've never been to the bathroom at this restaurant. I will go to this restaurant just for this bathroom. It blew my mind.
I assume they'd like you to have some food too while you're there.
Fine. They also had to kick us out.
This is getting deeper and deeper by the minute.
It's one of those restaurants that is open for like a lunch hour and then it closes and reopens for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
So their staff can have...
Can I just go try the bidet before I leave?
One more dip.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. 5 calls. calls says it all on the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff.
5 calls says it all based on a conversation Jeff and I had off air. I said, I love that song. It's one of my favorites. I have the CD in my CD player in my car.
My first question was, you still use the CD player in your car?
How else are you going to play CDs? So Jeffrey wanted to know, for 5 calls says it all, do you still use that CD player in your car? Yes or no?
I think a lot of cars these days don't even have them.
Of course, they don't even have them. 207-773-1450. Let's repeat that number again because our 800 number is down. 207-773-1450.
5 calls. Do you still use the CD player in your car?
No, I don't even think I have one.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Back it down, lady.
Hey, I don't.
5 calls. Do you still use the CD player in your car?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
What's the CD you put in there? What's your recent one you've been listening to?
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
5 calls. Do you still use the CD player in your car?
Only after you guys are done every morning at 10 because I can't miss my Lori and Jeff.
First of all, Stephen, yay. Second of all, yay. Oh, Jeffrey, get a drum roll, please. There we go.
5 calls. Do you still use the CD player in your car?
I don't have one anymore, but what I did, I used it all the time for traveling.
It's a push. It doesn't count for either side. Okay. But I appreciate you trying.
All right.
5 calls. Do you still use the CD player in your car?
There's no CD player in my car, and I don't think I could carry that kind of trauma around in my car, that big case with can. Like, you remember the big cases? Like, that were unnecessary zips?
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. And kids. Like, I have to choose.
You got
and it has to be no.
You know what? I think your kids would be really happy that you chose them over your CD player.
How thoughtful am I?
You are best mom ever.
Is Nikki a push too, then?
Yeah, Nikki's a push too.
We'll be here all day. Hi, HOM. Do you use the CD player in your car?
It's a 6 CD player.
Oh, so your car is from 1991.
No, shush. But do you play CDs on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a yes. Thank you. Thank you, my 6 CD exchange player in your car that you listen to. Fantastic.
All right. Happy now?
I am.
If you didn't have so many pushes, this would have been over a long time ago.
It's okay. People just buy new cars.
This is the HOM Morning Show. On the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And now it's time for your Daily Distractions.
Daily Distractions being brought to you by the Bill Dodge Auto Group, home of the money-saving Bill Dodge Rewards program. When you buy from Bill Dodge, they reward you with perks, points, and benefits, giving discounts and money back to customers. That's the Bill Dodge difference. Online at BillDodgeAutoGroup.com. Oh, boy. So you go to a zoo and you're like, and you got your kids and you're like, oh, this is fun. And, oh, neat. Look at the neat bear. Well, Juniper the bear may have traumatized some families at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle after Juniper ate 5 ducklings in front of everybody. Just being a bear.
Well, you know.
Oh, God.
Lunch.
Oh, God. No, God.
It's nature.
I know it's nature.
You want nature? Nature.
Yeah, it's the, yeah.
Doesn't matter if you put it in a cage, still nature.
Yeah. Oh, God. And you can hear people, like, screaming and going, no, Juniper, no. Cher was on the Jennifer Hudson show yesterday and gave some simple reasons why she's been dating younger guys for years.
And kind of shy around men. And the reason I go out with young men is because men my age or older, well, now they're all dead, but before, they were always terrified to approach me. And younger men were the only ones that...
They're bold.
Yeah, raised by women like me.
And this may sound mean, but it sounds like she's had so much plastic surgery that her mouth is stretched. So
I don't know, it's a shame. Yeah. Like her lips don't come together.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old kid in Oklahoma named Branson Baker saved his parents over the weekend after a tornado tossed their truck into some trees. So he was okay, but his parents were seriously hurt. So he got out of the truck and said, guys, don't die. I'll be back. and he ran about a mile to get help.
Don't die, I'll be back.
Yeah, that's correct. Those were his last words to his parents. And he ran about a mile to get help, and he ran in about 10 minutes through this storm, and the only way he could see the road is when lightning struck. It lit up the road. That's the only way he could find his way. By the way, Mom and Dad are in the hospital. They're dealing with broken bones, but they're expected to recover and saved by their 9-year-old kid.
Crazy.
Unbelievable story. Unbelievable storms that they had. So there's this thing where, nature, again, so Juniper the bear ate the ducklings, and a couple of lions got it on top of the Jeep, safari Jeep, tourist safari Jeep. So there's tourists, and the Jeep is like wicker. It's got like a wicker bath, so they got an amazing view and audio. All right, back to America. Tuesday night was $1 hot dog night at the Citi Field, and one Mets fan showed up in a hot dog hat wearing a white T-shirt that he used as Sharpie to keep track how many hot dogs he ate during the game. When people found out, they started cheering "one more dog" and throwing theirs at him.
A black eye from a hot dog.
No, literally. Not in a mean way, eat this one too. So he ended up eating 20 hot dogs according to the hashtags on his shirt.
Wow.
As Emily Butt was doing interviews on the red carpet for the new movie Fall Guy out this Friday, her co-star Ryan Gosling cracked her up when he arrived with Mikey Day. They were both in their Beavis and Butthead makeup from when they were on SNL a few weeks ago. Fantastic. She had no idea that they were going to do this, and they stayed in character pretending that they had no idea who she was.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
On the line with us this morning is Justin Jure, the proprietor of the almost open Just in Time Recreation. Hey, Justin, how you doing?
Great. How you guys doing?
We're so excited. Okay, first of all, can we get this out of the way? Just in Time is not named because your name is Justin.
Not at all.
Because I'm sure you're asked that 1,000 times, or people go, "Oh, I get it." No, they don't.
That's what I did.
So
everybody does that. Yeah. Oh, it's
All right, so tell the story one more time, just so you get it out of your system.
Absolutely. I was bowling. The old owner came out and handed out some flyers saying that he was closing. I went home and I said, "Hey, do you want to buy a bowling center?" to my wife Samantha, and she said, "Sure," and laughed at me, and we bought it just in time, right before it closed.
I love that. We know the history of what happened last October. I don't want to focus on that because that's not what this is about. It's about you coming back after 6 months, renovating, changing it up, but keeping a lot of love in there. It looks great, Justin.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. It's all about recovery, and this community, this state, this country goes through these things way too often. We felt with the support of everybody that this was the right decision to come back and show that we're better than this.
With you opening Friday, after we do our show there, what's the thing you're most excited about?
I'm really just excited to officially open the door and say we're back in business. I'm looking so forward to that moment.
Is Dave going to be your greeter?
He'll be all over the place, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him at the door if I were you.
No, Dave is your father-in-law, right? Love that guy, but not a greeter.
not a greeter.
What's the thing you're most nervous about?
I think just being prepared. I have a feeling that we're going to be very busy, and I want to make sure that every customer gets the same treatment and everybody gets an opportunity to see everything that we've done and a chance to bowl, obviously.
I hope, Justin, I hope that everybody has a great attitude. I think they will. I hope that there are so many people. I hope you run out of beer. I hope you run out of... I just hope you're completely overwhelmed in the most positive way.
That sounds amazing. Me too.
Well, I'm so grateful that you let us join the fun. Bright and early Friday morning, we'll do our show there. And I promise, I made the same promise to Heidi, your general manager. I'm not going to break anything, but I am
on purpose.
But I am going to play. But I am going to play with everything.
That's perfectly fine.
All right, Justin, we'll see you there Friday morning. Congratulations.
Thank you both. I appreciate it. See you Friday.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. The A-Best Window ticket window is now open. And now it's time for everyone's favorite game, Extreme Trivia, with your hosts, Lori and Jeff.
Thank you very much, Bob.
Okay, Extreme Trivia this morning is for a pair of 3-day passes to the Boston Calling Music Festival over Memorial Day weekend, May 24th through the 26th. Friday night's headliner is Ginger Jesus, Ed Sheeran. There are 50 acts throughout the weekend, including The Killers, Hozier, tons more. It's going to be an amazing music festival. And you want in on it, so you got to have our number that we're using because the 800 number is broken.
They seem to know it. It's all ringing.
Well, that's good. But for those who don't, 207-773-1450, 207-773-1450. Extreme trivia question this morning. The average American has 23 pounds of this. What is it? 207-773-1450.
Hi, HOM. The average American has 23 pounds of this. What is it?
Canned vegetables.
No.
Oh, I want to see your cabinet. No, thank you very much. That's not it.
Try again. Hi, HOM. Average American has 23 pounds of this. What is it?
Wheat seeds.
Wheat seeds?
Wheat seeds.
Wheat seeds. No, but good guess.
Thank you.
Thank you for trying.
Hi, HOM. 23. Average American has 23 pounds of this. What is it?
23 pounds of common sense.
You obviously do not speak to average Americans. No, we don't.
No, I'm a Canadian, actually.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Wow.
Hey, hello. Hey. Good on you.
Good luck, guys.
Good on you.
Thank you.
All right, wait. Let's give out the phone number, 207-773-1450 for a pair of passes to the 3-day Boston Calling Music Festival.
The average American has 23 pounds of this. What is it?
Fat.
Yes.
That's it.
It is fat. Woohoo! The average American has 23 pounds of extra weight. Congratulations. Who's this? You are adorable.
Oh my God.
Who is this?
This is Natasha.
Natasha, you are so happy. You just got a pair of passes to the 3-day music festival. You can go to all 3 days. Boston Calling over Memorial Day weekend.
Awesome.
You're a little in shock, and that's okay.
Natasha, where are you? Where are you? You sound like you're in the middle of a group of people.
Yeah, it's my kids waiting to go to school.
Oh, just get them off. Yeah, bye, kids. Love you.
Bye, kids. Mom's going to see Eddie.
You got tickets, yeah. Congratulations. Ed Sheeran is Friday night, too. It's going to be amazing. All right, you hold on. Thank you.
The A-Best Window ticket window is closed. Till next time, this is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And it's time for Don't Judge on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM.
Don't Judge today is What's on Your Bucket List, all being brought to you by A-Best Window, the only Maine company that manufactures and installs their own Maine-made windows. I can just see Jim calling it. Getting new windows is on my bucket list. Hey, by the way, we have...
You are going to hear from him.
I don't poke the tiger for nothing. I'm hungry, Jim. Want to go to Ken's? All right. So our number, because the 800 is still broken, it's 207-773-1450. What is on your bucket list? There's some great ones on Facebook. Laura wants to go to Disney World. I'm going on Halloween. She's going to scratch it off her bucket list. I love that. Laura Marie says on Facebook, own or rent an RV and go with that special person. Travel Route 66 from Illinois to California with no time frame. Just kind of play it by ear.
Just here's an RV, Carl.
Not that one. Matt and Sandy from Phillips. They always talk to each other I swear to God, we're a marriage counselor for them through Facebook. Matt says, I want to take my wife across this lower 48 and show her things she wishes to see. Her first stop on her wish list is Iowa 80 truck stop. I'm thinking there will be a few stops we can hit before then. And Sandy says to that, let's go. Road trip. All right. What is it for you? 207-773-1450.
Don't judge. What's on your bucket list?
I want to go to North Pole, Alaska, where it's Christmas all the time.
All right. Turn on your radio for me.
I want to go to North
Pole. Turn down your radio.
I hear myself. Oh, I sound good.
Okay, Kim.
Yeah. Okay.
You do.
Hi.
You sound great. Kim, may I suggest, before you go to North Pole, Alaska, where it's Christmas all the time, you go to the Christmas shop in North Conway, a little closer, and it's Christmas all the time. Have you ever been?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Know
what I would really, really like to do, though? I would really like to go on the Wheel of Fortune, but, however... Yes, I think if someone solved the puzzle, after I got a bankrupt, they're going down in the parking lot. I'm telling you what. I know the Price is Right. The Price is Right. I mean, yeah, the Price is Right is coming to Portland, but I don't want to go because I don't want my consolation prize to be a restraining order, and I can't go back to Portland ever again.
Okay, Kim.
Wow.
I love you.
This veered off the track, didn't it?
It's the Kim Show. All right, Crazy Kim.
It's just Kim.
Okay, just Kim.
Okay.
Just Kim. All right, Kim. Thank you very much for calling. long ass bucket list over there. All right. Hey, by the way, Jeff, I found somebody to go on trips with Michelle. On Natalie's bucket list, she wants to go to where is the long list? Oh, she wants to go to Chile, Iceland, Tuscany, Paris, Northern England, and Scotland.
Well, Michelle's done one of them. She did Iceland.
All right. Well, I'm just saying she needs a buddy.
I think she did Iceland. I don't know. She goes every time. I don't know where she ends up at.
What's on your bucket list? It's Don't Judge. Let us know on Facebook, on the HOM app, or call 207-773-1450.
This is the HOM Morning Show. On the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. 5 calls says it all on the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff.
I'm going to take full responsibility for this. 5 calls says it all. By the way, here's our new number until the 800 is fixed. It's 207-773-1450. That's 207-773-1450. So I went to a restaurant yesterday with a friend and went to the bathroom and was blown away as I saw a bidet. Blown away by a bidet in a public in a restaurant. I've never seen that before in my entire life.
Now this isn't
going to eat out
in Europe where it's like a separate thing.
No, it was in the bath. It was in the. It was a toilet that had like a remote control arm.
Yeah, I've got one of those. This was a little more fancy than mine, but
yes,
and I haven't hooked it up because of problems.
Now, did you hear that? Jeff has a bidet.
Yeah.
A European preferred way of bathrooming.
Yeah.
Jeff has.
Yeah.
Jeff, the most white, plain bagel guy I know.
What's that have to do with
has
anything?
A bidet.
What does that have to do with anything?
Everything to do with it. I can't. Anyway, the 5 call says it all at 207-773-1450 is, do you like a bidet? Yes or no? I have never had.
I think the better question is, have you ever used them?
Have you? Okay, yes.
Because, I mean, they're not exactly common. They're not in every they're not in any bathrooms, I don't think.
No, that's why it was so shocked.
Yeah.
I was so shocked to see it in a restaurant.
Yeah. And this is one that attaches to the toilet, and
it was nice. The seat was warm.
Controls and everything.
It was amazing. All right.
Kind of similar to that.
5 calls says it all. Have you ever used a bidet? Yes or no? 207-773-1450.
5 calls. Have you ever used a bidet? A bidet.
No, never, and I don't intend to.
Oh, my goodness, Rosie. And you are not from this world. You are from...
yeah, she's from this world.
Okay, all right. But she's from where they're popular. They're very popular.
They're not really popular in England, though.
No.
I think it's probably more European than England.
Yeah, that's true. It's more like
I don't see what
Spanish,
the problem
Japanese.
is.
It's that your ass is wet when you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a wet one.
I don't.
Could you just talk to us all day?
Yes, Rosie, it's so great to hear from you. Thank you for calling. No,
have a good day.
No on the bidet from Rosie. All right.
5 calls. Have you ever used a bidet?
Yes. Who doesn't like their fancy tickled?
What?
All right, Kim, go get your fancy tickled. I'll tell you the restaurant.
5 calls. Have you ever used a bidet?
So, no, but I'm going to tell you this. My wife and I traveled to Miami one time, and we were checking into our hotel. I went into the restroom, and I'm like, what is this button for? And I was looking actually into the toilet, and I hit the button, and the freaking water sprayed me in my face, and I freaked out. Worst experience ever.
All right, so that is a no.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your bidet experience. This could be a no sweep.
This could be a no sweep?
No, a no win.
Okay. 5 calls. Have you ever used a bidet?
Yes, I have one, and I love it.
Oh, my goodness. This is a true 5 calls says it all. Does your seat warm, too?
Did I what?
Does your seat warm also?
No, but my son has that one.
He gave you the cheaper model.
It's a family thing.
Yeah, it's a bidet family. I appreciate it. Here we go.
Yeah.
5 calls says it all. Okay. 5 calls says it all. 207-773-1450. The next call decides if you like a bidet or don't like a bidet.
5 calls. Have you ever used a bidet?
I haven't used it, but when I was young, we traveled to Spain with the high school, and the kids were washing their feet in it.
Oh, God.
Close.
And
super close.
Yeah, that's doable.
All right, no is a win. No, you have not used a bidet, but you've watched children wash their feet in it.
Looks like a sink in some places.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Wow. All right. No bidet. No is the winner.
No bidet today.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. You're listening to the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And now it's time for your Daily Distractions.
Daily Distractions being brought to you by the Bill Dodge Auto Group, home of the money-saving Bill Dodge Rewards program. When you buy from Bill Dodge, they reward you with perks, points, and benefits, giving discounts and money back to customers. That's the Bill Dodge difference. Online at BillDodgeAutoGroup.com. Oh, boy. So you go to a zoo and and you got your kids and you're like, oh, this is fun. And, oh, neat. Look at the neat bear. Well, Juniper the bear may have traumatized some families at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle after Juniper ate 5 ducklings in front of everybody. Just being a bear.
Well,
Oh, God.
Lunch.
Oh, God. No, God.
It's nature.
I know it's nature.
You want nature? Nature.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Doesn't matter if you put it in a cage, still nature.
Yeah. Oh, God. And you can hear people screaming and going, no, Juniper, no. Cher was on the Jennifer Hudson show yesterday and gave some simple reasons why she's been dating younger guys for years.
And kind of shy around men. And the reason I got with young men is because men my age or older, well, now they're all dead, but before, they were always terrified to approach me. And younger men were the only ones that...
They're bold.
Yeah, raised by women like me.
And this may sound mean, but it sounds like she's had so much plastic surgery that her mouth is stretched. So she's
it's a shame.
Yeah.
Like her lips don't come together.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old kid in Oklahoma named Branson Baker saved his parents over the weekend after a tornado tossed their truck into some trees. So he was okay, but his parents were seriously hurt. So he got out of the truck and said, guys, don't die. I'll be back. And he ran about a mile to get help.
Don't die, I'll be back.
Yeah, that's correct. Those were his last words to his parents. And he ran about a mile to get help. And he ran in about 10 minutes through this storm. And the only way he could see the road is when lightning struck. It lit up the road. That's the only way he could find his way. By the way, Mom and Dad are in the hospital. They're dealing with broken bones, but they're expected to recover. And saved by their 9-year-old kid.
Crazy.
Unbelievable story. Unbelievable storms that they had. So there's this thing where, nature, again, so Juniper the bear ate the ducklings, and a couple of lions got it on top of the Jeep, safari Jeep, tourist safari Jeep. So there's tourists, and the Jeep is like wicker. It's got like a wicker bath, so they got an amazing view and audio. All right, back to America. Tuesday night was $1 hot dog night at the Citi Field, and one Mets fan showed up in a hot dog hat wearing a white T-shirt that he used as Sharpie to keep track how many hot dogs he ate during the game. When people found out, they started cheering one more dog and throwing theirs at him.
A black eye from a hot dog.
No, literally. Not in a mean way, in a eat this one too. So he ended up eating 20 hot dogs according to the hashtags on his shirt.
Wow.
As Emily Butt was doing interviews on the red carpet for the new movie Fall Guy out this Friday, her co-star Ryan Gosling cracked her up when he arrived with Mikey Day. They were both in their Beavis and Butthead makeup from when they were on SNL a few weeks ago. Fantastic. She had no idea that they were going to do this, and they stayed in character pretending that they had no idea who she was.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
94.9 HOM. It's the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. And don't tell me you didn't sing along with that song.
Oh, I was going to say, no, I didn't. I swear to God. In my head, I did.
Not speaking you directly.
100%. All right. So just to cover again, and you can see what I ran into. I put it up online at 949HOM.com and the app, the bidet that I ran into. I was so absolutely floored by this. I know what a bidet is. I've seen them, but I've never seen them in a restaurant.
It's a butt cleaner.
Tell
me I'm wrong.
It's not just that. I mean, because looking at the options I had on the remote arm, it's also a front cleaner. It's a front, it's a back. You could set the temperature.
I suppose it will. Okay. Well,
you don't have a front.
I don't have a front. Yeah.
Many people who sit have a front.
Yes. Well,
everybody who sits has
I'm sitting,
there's
only one place to clean.
It's the back. God. Anyway.
You see what we started?
A 5 call says that most people have never used a bidet, let alone seen one. But if you want to see it, it's at Yosaku. It's a Japanese restaurant in Portland that's been there for decades that I adore and love, and had apparently never been to the bathroom till yesterday. And it was mind-blowing, and my butt was warm. It was heated.
This has inspired me to go ahead and try to hook up my bidet again.
By all means, Jeff.
Yeah.
Live your best wet life.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM. This This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff. 94.9 HOM.
All right, Lori, what did we learn today?
We learned that there's a bidet in a restaurant here in Portland, and I used it. I didn't use it. I used the toilet, and my seat was heated, and I was afraid to use it because that's not my first trip around the moon I want to take at a restaurant. I need privacy. I need a tutorial. I need some time.
Yeah.
I need some time alone.
I'm just glad we're done talking about bidets now. I probably never should have brought it up. Then you magically run into one.
I magically ran into one in a public restaurant. I've never seen one in a public bathroom before. It blew my mind. Anyway, we also learned that Justin Duray, who owns with his wife Samantha Just in Time Rec, is awesome. We talked to him today, and we're going to be doing our show from there tomorrow. And you can still, there's a Seize the Deal right now. Bowling for a couple of hours, up to 6 people, normally $50. It's only $25. I bought one because I want to support these guys as they reopen after what happened. So we learned that he's awesome, and I don't know if he's ready for us, but we're going to be there tomorrow doing our show live. And if you thought it was confusing that we don't have an 800 number and we've been giving out the 207-773-1450, wait till we give out the number to call us tomorrow. It's yet another number. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
This is the HOM Morning Show with Lori and Jeff on the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 94.9 HOM.